Hey yo, what's up everybody? This is Mason reporting back for some NBA gaming. I've played like 5 games. I simulated like, well, a lot of them. But I'm doing pretty good. I got some fans now. Oh yeah, I got my Jordan shoes, so I made my custom Jordans. I signed with Team Jordan after 5 games. And I think the next game is versus the Spurs. So we're okay. We're 20-14. Last 10, 7-3. Again, it's my first time playing as a center, so it's different. Very different. Let me hook up my laptop real quick because it's running low on energy. There we go. You can see my custom shoes right there. White, gold, and purple. Now, if only I could get my socks to match. And we got the whole team together again. Steve Nash is back from his injury. And yeah, I'm actually playing better than Paul Gasol right now. That last game I got 12 rebounds. It was sick. And I got 12 points. 12 whole points, guys. 12. All right. So let's see what I say. I have no skills. That's great. All right.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas.
I'm eating these watermelon sour candies. They're awesome.
We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Just a single game here at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Spurs.
Send me in. Tied game. Also, I found out the best setting to get enough minutes, but not play too long, is to set the game to 10 minutes.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Obviously, we talked about Steve Nash.
I mean, that's for me because I'm a rookie, so I only get like 20 minutes allowed to play. Alright, first rebound. There we go.
Is what makes him so dangerous.
Thank you, Doris.
Oh.
Well, you know, the Spurs have been thinking about what's beyond the Tim Duncan era in the future.
I mean, once you get more playing time, then you can go back down to 7 minutes. But as a rookie, I suggest 10. Maybe even 12 if you want more time.
He passes to Ginobili, guarded by Kobe.
Oh, I got my guy.
With the drive.
You were
6
sneaking
on
on
the
me.
shot clock.
Oh.
Gets the bucket.
Almost had it.
To Tim Duncan and San Antonio, Clark. Even if he isn't putting up great numbers, he really does seem to drive the team just through his power and his will.
Well, there's something about presence, and that's really what a superstar player like Duncan can do for you, Kevin. Even if he plays into his 40s, I just can't imagine the Spurs not being competitive with him on their roster. Well, it is absolutely remarkable how Steve Nash
My
has been able
goal
to
for
maintain his
this
athleticism at his age.
player
I think it's a
is to win the
testament
ring
to
as a
great
rookie with the
dedication to
Lakers.
conditioning and nutrition.
Kobe's bound to
He
retire,
actually says
so
that he's quicker now than he was as a rookie
I gotta
back
get
in
this
'96, and I don't find that hard to believe because he was heavier.
So I looked into my trade. Turns out that
He's had to because the back issue.
you know how the who drafted me? Oh, I feel like who drafted me. That's bad.
They set
Oh,
the
the
screen.
Kings. They traded their first-round pick,
It's blocked.
and the Lakers traded their first-round pick to get me. So they got no one.
Back to
That's a
Parker.
bad deal, but you know what? It
Shoots
doesn't
over
matter
Kobe. Again, the miss
because
by
I'm
the
with the
Spurs.
Lakers.
And Steve Nash, not the run and jump athlete. Steve,
And I'm gonna get
so
the ring.
often think of in the NBA, but it's his
That's my goal.
balance and his agility. And when you were running the Phoenix Suns, you saw it firsthand.
All right,
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think there was a player
you ain't
with
scoring.
better
I'm
core
covering you the whole
strength
time, dude.
Than Steve Nash.
Why do you
Just
look
balance
red?
the conditioning.
Go tan,
He works
dude?
so hard constantly on his game and on his body. That's one of the reasons why he's been
my
able
name
to
is
stand the
Ticket,
test of
really
time
long
and
in
be
the
so
back of my
good for
shirt.
such a long period of time.
Here's Black Hole.
Black hole. Oh, oh. Terrible shot. Why did I do that?
Kobe kicks to Meeks.
Ooh. Should I dunk this? Oh, pass
Down
it.
low.
Bad
Chip.
chance.
Leonard with the steal.
All right. Remind myself not to do that again.
Jackson against Kobe. Back to
What happens
Parker.
when I try to be a team player? Give the ball away.
Jackson up top. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. It's Parker with the drive. The
Damn
leader
it.
falls for it.
Tight
That
again.
was a difficult shot. Parker's got 9. Parker against
I'll get the
Nash.
ball a lot more. Here
To
you
the
go, man.
paint.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Lakers lead by 2.
Talk about skill right there.
And Spurs coach Greg
Power
Popovich,
forward who
no
can
question,
pass.
one of the great coaches of all time, and a really interesting guy. I love the way he handles the media. He can be funny at one moment,
shit.
surly the next. He keeps reporters on their toes. He's got a very
And a
sarcastic
rebound.
side
Ain't
to
no
him.
balls.
Lakers shooting to start out this game about 43%.
Dude,
As
give
a
me the ball.
team in that
Oh,
game,
coulda
they
had
shot the
that.
ball incredibly well. And that was the #1 reason they came out on top.
And it was no fluke. I mean, they were as in sync as you could hope for, really working hard and creating quality shots.
Oh,
And
my.
they did it time and time again.
Seriously,
San
dude.
Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first
Oh,
quarter.
shit.
Yeah, and in that game, Kevin, I thought they shared
say
the
if
ball.
Stitter
they
picks
spread
up the ball and
floor,
scores,
they
I'm
shot
gonna
it
be
well. They
pissed.
were just so efficient offensively.
You're
You're
all
on
over it, Steve. Everything you said is right
Okay,
on
there we
point.
go.
The way they move the ball,
Now
they
we think
created
it, and-
so many high percentage shots.
That works.
Here's Kobe. There it is. It's
Would
Nash
have preferred
picking
if
up the
he
assist.
shot it, but whatever. works
Kobe's
for him.
got his first 2 points of the night. And we talk about
All right,
the
Spur.
yin and the
Come at
yang
me.
of Greg Popovich.
Come at
You
me.
have to say, Steve, he's done a great job over the years
Nothing on
of
me.
being demanding, get what he
Box
you
you
know,
out.
needs
Oh,
out of the players
shit.
he's coaching.
Did I miss
Without
that?
causing much backlash. You know, the locker basically polices itself.
Dude, I was in the middle,
He'll
completely
go
open.
hard. He'll
Kobe,
go
give me
to
the ball.
Duncans of the world. He'll
Yeah.
go
Or not.
hard on him and coach him.
Yeah, he gets on all of
I
his
think
guys,
it
and I
must be
think
Kobe
that's the
for the ball.
secret for Popovich. You know, having Tim Duncan and David
There.
Robinson over the years
Thank
as
you.
the foundation of that
Thank you, Clark.
organization.
I know I can trust you
You
to
know,
pass
those
me the
guys are
ball.
high-quality players and high-character people. So to be able to build around them and to coach them allows
Oh,
Popovich to
man.
coach everybody else as well.
That asshole snuck
And
up
so
on
in
me.
the first quarter. Tune in next Tuesday.
Okay.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up.
My
And what
coach is
stands
happy.
out to you?
He's happy with me.
Spurs trail by 9.
Oh, man,
So
I'm
it's
blocking
all on
Duncan
the
there.
bench.
Oh,
Here's the
shit.
5 for Mike D'Antoni right now.
Okay. We
Diamantopoulous
got about 10
in
years
at
on
center.
you, so it's all good.
The star-studded
faster
backcourt of
than you.
Nash and Kobe. Earl Clark is
Curtain
out
up.
there with Devin Ebanks. And that one's good.
This defense is
scares me.
porous right now. I mean, way too many looks coming from inside the paint.
Now, that's 4 straight buckets now in the
center now.
paint, and anybody in the NBA is going to make shots from there.
Back to Kobe. It's
Oh,
blocked by
shit, get
Duncan.
blocked.
Here's Black Hole. To the middle.
Yes.
Clark. And that's
Yeah.
a devastating
Do
one-handed jam.
No time wasted getting back off the ground when he got his hands on the ball. I like that quickness of jump.
And that's the idea, right? You know, take it back up strong.
Yeah, of course. I mean, no reason to hold on to it any longer than you have to.
Okay, Tim
Dial the
Duncan.
pass to Parker.
Not this time, okay? Not this time.
That's good. Parker's got 11
You
points.
get one shot. That's
Something
it.
has to change, guys.
Not letting
That's
you score
10 straight
anymore.
points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team
Right.
effort in protecting the paint.
So good to be on a
Control the
winning
ball,
team.
and then everybody's got to
It's so
get in
good.
there and keep the defense locked down.
And a little under 3.5
All
minutes
right, well,
left in the
Derek,
second quarter
buddy.
of play.
Want me to play center? I'm playing center.
Pass to Leonard.
You said it was hard. It's not hard
He
at all.
dishes it to Jackson. Over Kobe.
Oh,
San
man.
Antonio
I was
with
ready for
another.
that rebound. I was
Well,
like, I'm right
offensively,
there.
he needs much less space to operate than most players. It's amazing how well he can
Right,
get
Steve.
his shot off, even with somebody right in his face.
You know, even the tightest defensive pressure doesn't seem to faze him in the least. I mean, you can attribute it to his concentration, where he has incredible
Oh,
focus,
really?
or you could just say he's
Dude.
one of those gifted scorers.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Parker drives in. Jackson with it. Picked up by Kobe. Jackson dishes to Parker.
Get
And
some
a foul
points back.
called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That was a great defense. I played great defense. Do I not get points?
Lakers leading by 9.
Well, good news is I am now the 6th man. Cleaned up.
Here's
Oh,
Black
oh
Hole.
shit.
And
Oh
he
my
can
God.
extend the lead to double digits.
You gotta be fucking
Nothing
kidding me.
seems to be going down for him today.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, Black Hole in their last
Duncan.
game against the Rockets got the job done. He had 12 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
I hope
Well,
so.
thank you, Doris. Clark, what a game he's had.
I loved it. I mean, passion, intensity, focus, right on top of
Yeah,
things.
man.
These are the games when you know you're feeling
All right.
it and flowing nicely.
And when you
Well,
have
you know, I'm
that,
going
when
to
you know
PF.
it's there, you've got to attack. And
PF.
that's exactly what he did. He took advantage of
My
the
shoes are by
circumstances and really
custom
came
made
through with a
for me.
phenomenal performance.
Steven Jackson's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for
Quite
Gary
funny
Neal.
how, like,
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers.
I never get drafted
Duhan
very high,
comes in
but
for Meeks.
that's the center I
From
do.
13, Duhan
And
shot
my
is good.
position is power. I
And the
mean,
Lakers
point
lead
guard.
by 11.
When I play point guard, I get a
The
lot of
Spurs
points
shooting the ball
and assists.
42%.
I usually get drafted about 10 or 11.
Here's Mills.
But at center, I got
8
drafted
points
as
his last
5,
outing.
5th. So quite
Ginobili
interesting.
outside.
I'll do, like, get off
Launches
the
a
board.
3. Count that one. Ginobili's got 5 points so far.
He can be dangerous
Get
from out
off
there. As
the
a matter of fact,
floor.
he can be lethal. His first from the arc
Oh.
after having none in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on him.
And the basket good.
Boy, I love the way they've been attacking inside,
I'm
Kevin.
doing great. I have a B.
Now, guys, they're getting a lot of points in
That's
the
okay, just
painted
smack
area,
that guy
not settling
in the back
for
of the head.
outside
Boom.
shots, and I
Get on
don't
my
see
way.
any reason to change strategy here.
And Mills kicks to Duncan.
Cover him, Dwight.
Ginobili up
Yeah.
top. Now the dish to Mills. 5 on the
Let
clock.
them score.
Over Duhan.
Box out. Yeah,
Mills
box
can't
him
hit.
out.
They have a nice lead here, and they've really controlled the glass
Dunk
for the
that
majority
shit.
of the game.
Ooh,
Kudos
nice.
to them for their strong
I'll
effort
take
on the
that.
backboards.
Yeah, and they're sending a message too, Clark. They're really coming out and playing a very physical game
Okay.
here.
Back to Jackson. Passes it to Blake. He feeds it to Ginobili.
Well, this guy is dark.
Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Leads him
Oh,
in there. And that's
come on,
what he's doing.
Dwight.
Duncan.
Great
You
pick,
got
and that
stepped
gave him
on.
enough space to get to the
Play
hoop and
a vet.
finish.
Duhan kicks to Jamison. The feed to Howard. Back to Jamison. The 3. Here's Diamantopoulous.
How did I miss
Here's
that? Come on,
Howard.
dude, get that in. Yeah.
That's gotta feel good. Ending
There you
the
go.
quarter on a positive.
And the first half is now in the books.
I don't understand how I can miss
lead
those
by
shots.
12. And
Ow.
as we
Coach, how
begin
you
the second
feeling?
half, first half wasn't even close,
happy
guys,
with
and
me.
we'll see if they're...
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Here's Black Hole. Blake covered by
Hole.
Parker.
Dude, I'm right here, man. Oh, shit.
And
Gotta
here
get
is
out here.
Blake. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. The
Almost got
Lakers
an
will
offensive
retain
violation or
possession.
whatever. 2 second thing.
Second is Dwight Howard.
Steals, Dwight. Really? He's like, why? Why are you doing this to me, ref? Pissed. I'll bitch slap you. Go ahead, dude. Ebanks.
Here's Kobe.
Kobe, I'm wide open. Kobe.
Here's Black Hole. He kicks to Ebanks.
Oh my
Rebound, San
god.
Antonio.
Ruined my assist
Leonard's
opportunity.
got 6 rebounds in the game.
Oh,
This
you
is the second time they've matched up against Los
That was
Angeles.
my
Well,
bad.
they got beat last time.
I wasn't watching my
because
guy.
they were, I
Snoozed.
thought, very passive. I mean, they really didn't attack the hoop. They
All right.
settled for outside jumpers. And you can see it when you look at the stat sheet and the free throw differential.
So with Duncan sitting on the bench,
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Kawhi Leonard and DeJuan Blair at the forwards. Steven
almost have as
Jackson is
many
out there
assists
with Tony
as
Parker.
rebounds.
And it's Splitter in at the
That's
center,
pretty nice.
filling out the middle.
Sucks.
They set the pick. Parker drives
Oh,
in
Parker.
over
No.
Blake. Parker's shot is off. Clark, later in the
Come on,
game,
Dwight. Get on your
you need to
feet.
get to the line.
I think you're right, Kevin. You want to get that ball to the rim. Your backcourt needs to drive the ball to the basket, get some fouls racked up on the other team's big people, get a
Right.
couple of easy points at the foul line.
Yeah.
Or that's how you turn the
You and
end
me,
game
man.
in your favor.
That's just good
Fuck Paul
strategy.
Gasol.
Excellent
It's you and
strategy
me.
when you can execute.
Oh, you're already going to
Steven
name
Jackson on the
45.
wing. From the arc,
He's going to play Darkness.
second
Shit.
chance effort. He
Darkness
takes
score
it up
on
and lays it in. Blair's got his third basket of the night right there.
Now, they've got to offer more resistance
this guy
inside.
is
Just too
Kobe.
many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steven, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Oh,
And
you
there's the
just got
rejection.
robbed.
Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way.
Come on, Darkness. What you got?
Over Kobe, and he makes the 8-footer. 17 points for Parker.
You just can't let him get that close
You're
to the
winning
hoop.
by like a lot of points.
Feeds it to Ebanks. They set the pick.
How is
Kicks
that
it to Blake.
bad?
And the pass to Ebanks. Dishes it to Blake. Over Parker. Tries again. That's blocked.
Ooh, you still got blocked, Paul.
The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last.
Okay.
12
winning by
seconds left to
22,
play
so
here in the
that's good.
third. Nash drives in. Bunny shot. Gets
Yeah,
it to
yeah.
go.
24
Nash
now.
has got 13.
Make your next 2 shots. Yeah, if I even get a chance. It's been, what, 16 minutes and I only got 4
Now
points?
Parker on deep. No good on the buzzer beater.
Cool.
The 3 quarters of play all in the book.
Alright.
On tap.
I don't care.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Who's at the Sprite uncontainable game in this one? Well, let's go to Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Today, it's the Lakers coming
It's
away
always
with
the
the
Lakers.
uncontainable game. They've gotten the contributions they've
Which is
needed
not
from
good.
everyone that has stepped on the floor for them, and
Oh,
that's why they're in
oh,
position
shit.
as we head to the fourth.
All right, Doris. All fueled up
My
and
bad.
ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter.
Dang, he got
Taking a look
kicked
at the
by
Lakers.
your own teammates.
Diamantopoulous, he's in at center. Nash out there with Steve Blake. Then there's Antoine Jameson. And it's Gasol and at the 4 slot. Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. Nash kicks to Kobe.
Kobe.
He's covered by Ginobili. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Tony Parker. Parker's
Damn, what are
got
you,
his
QB?
4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard the pass to Duncan. Goes
Not
up
on me,
on the high
man.
post.
Not on me.
Kicks it out to Ginobili.
What? You expect me to
Shoots
jump all
over
the way from
Kobe.
the back?
Again, the miss by Ginobili.
You stupid.
Lakers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. It's Nash with the drive. And here's Kobe from the arc.
course.
Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And that's 17 points for Kobe Bryant.
It's me and Tim.
Now here's Parker.
Right time. Here's the deal. You don't score, I don't kill
And
you.
that one's good.
Just like that.
Parker's got 19 points.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Nash dishes to Jameson. Lakers passing it around. Here's Black Hole, covered by Duncan.
Oh,
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling
well, I
the board.
missed my
That's really all
opportunity.
you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
Jackson a screen on Nash. Back to
shoot out,
Parker.
boy. Get out of here, Grandpa.
He passes to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Parker. Over Nash. Parker with another miss.
I shot him down.
Kobe with it.
Kobe's such a
You know, you look at
boss.
the way
I
a point
freaking
guard
boss
develops
like
at
he
a
is. Look
young
at
age.
that.
Most of them
On
turn the
his
ball
own.
over quite a bit. And the game is happening so
Sick, I don't need a
fast.
team.
They're
Fuck
trying
that.
to figure out what they can or can't do on the floor. But the more experience they get, generally speaking, the better they get at handling the ball.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Earl Clark's checked in for Gasol. Ebanks comes in for Antoine Jameson. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kobe. And it's Duhan in for Steve Nash.
Was that? I blocked the shot. Was that was a block? Nice.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Good.
Duhan's shot is off. And Steve, you speak of that from both a GM and a former guard. You've got certainly a great resume in both those areas. It just takes time to adjust to the speed of the game at the NBA level.
You get that rebound on the kids.
Talented point guards are so good, Kevin, that they have to figure out what they can and can't do. They feel like they can do everything, so they come into the league and they've got to just make some mistakes and learn from them, and then eventually settle down and become efficient.
They're really making a point of taking it inside and scoring from close range.
Well, you have to give some of the credit, or actually the blame, I should say, to the defense. They are not doing anything in the paint area.
It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. And for the Spurs, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Not necessarily a strong inside presence.
Take it. All right. That's what I was doing.
Wow. Boy, an unbelievable dunk there. I mean, fellas, you've got to marvel at plays like that.
He can really take off, can't he, Steve?
Yeah, he almost jumped through the roof on that one, guys.
Special thanks to Sprite for that sweet replay. He dishes it to Mills.
It's amazing the way the NBA has grown into a true international game in the last 2 decades or so. So many great players coming from around the world. It truly is a
I'm not even sweating it.
Here is
Coach, just take everybody out. Let me play against everybody. Any points.
The dish to Ebanks. Over Green.
And
the Lakers tack on 2 more. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And to follow up on that point you were talking about, Steve, every year we see more and more nations represented with an NBA player.
Okay.
You know, it can only help the game grow worldwide.
Well, and remember, basketball is still a relatively young sport when you put it up against, say, soccer. So how about the countries that are just getting interested in basketball, whether it's India or China, the last decade or so? They have so many people there. They're bound to turn out some good, high-quality talent before too long.
And Diaw kicks to Mills.
Oh, man. This is good. Come back that shit.
Here's a good screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nicolo steps back and trains the jump shot.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, the jump shot really served these guys pretty well.
Meeks inside the 3-point line. Rebound San Antonio.
Okay.
Well, don't give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Drop steps. Shots good by Mills.
Boy, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming
they should
off
just
that
let me
mid-range
and
area jump
Clark
shot.
finish the game by ourselves.
You don't have to be at the rim.
Don't put Dwight Howard or Kobe back in.
Spurs shooting in the 4th quarter, not pretty, down around 29%.
You don't need them. We're up by like 30.
Well, one nice part of living in the information age, guys, is that you get a chance to easier test assumptions. We've always thought that veteran experience was a huge key in the playoffs, and I still think that's a factor. But a recent study said that young teams aren't at as big a disadvantage. It's more about team continuity and chemistry. That's where the big advantage is.
Here's Diamantopoulous, and it's Clark slamming it down.
How do I miss
There's no stopping him when he gets to the basket like that. If you can't foul him in time, just get out of the way.
I was a big boy.
Passes it to Mills. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go.
Shot seems to be a little awry today, just off a fraction. They've got to have him pick it up, though, and soon.
Here's Diamantopoulous. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. DeColo cannot
I'm
hit.
just gonna drill the
And
ball
it's
off
the
there.
Lakers the
I'm
other
doing
way.
it.
You know,
Fuck the
Clark, you were
rules.
just talking about that study. Surprising that having playoff experience wasn't a big edge for teams. Your Indiana Pacers, the Philadelphia 76ers.
You see how I
Last
did it
year
all
in the
by
playoffs,
myself?
You know, interesting examples. Steve, what's your thought on that?
Well, I think what's important is for the coaching staffs to have experience. I think that's where playoff experience really comes in handy. The players gain a lot of experience right away their rookie years. They play so many games before the playoffs even come. So I think they adapt quickly to the postseason. For the coaches, it's a different game. They have to adapt. That's why I think their own experience is very important.
And Meeks kicks to Clark. He feeds it to
Don't shoot
Duhon.
that. Do the ball.
Clock at 6. Inside, over splitter. Here's Diamantopoulos. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Tell you what, rebounding has been a problem for this club.
Well, you give a team a lot of second shots, that makes it tough. I mean, a big disparity in second chance points, you have a tough time winning those games.
Here's Green. Drains the three-pointer.
That's now 6 straight points off open threes. Get a hand up, fellas. Pay attention to the scouting report.
Well, you know how quickly things can go south when you start giving up wide open looks to this team.
Yeah.
Meeks, good.
Sometimes, Kevin, you can just look at a guy's release and immediately recognize that he's a born shooter, and that's the case with Meeks. Beautiful form, just has a natural way of getting that ball to go through the hoop.
Ever since his college days at Kentucky, he's been one of the best shooters on the planet, and that hasn't changed. You just can't leave him alone anyplace. Here's Duhon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yes, coach, listen to me.
Sometimes you see around the league, and I think a lot of teams are guilty of this. Star players racking up more and more minutes early in their career, and it starts to take its toll.
I'm almost at 12 points again.
I think they're starting to break down sooner these days.
Steven Jackson's checked in for the Spurs. Gary Neal comes in for Patrick Mills. The Lakers also changing it up. Sacre is checked in for Clark. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Jody Meeks.
That's cool. Just put it down.
Wandering aimlessly out of
you can take him out, coach.
Might earn him a ticket to the bench.
The Spurs shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Well, it certainly seems to be the case, Steve, seeing players log heavy minutes. Part of it is the coaches, you don't want to keep their job. The other part is the players just don't want to come out. They want to keep going. And I think that if he feels okay, the coach has got to have some feel there himself. What is best for the team and best for the player.
Well, and sometimes, you know, we make too much of minutes played because it's also about the practice and rest in between games. And so some coaches are able to still play guys big minutes and keep them healthy by limiting their practice reps and making sure that the program for conditioning and recovery is a strong one. So there's ways to do it, but you've got to stay on top of it.
You know, it is really hard to miss shots that close to the basket.
The Lakers shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth.
Can I get the last shot? Dude, I'd be honored. Come on. Yeah. Dude.
There's the feed to Duhon.
I guess I don't get the last
He
shot.
set the pick.
No one
so
does.
it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And this
Well,
one was
let's see how coach feels. Let's see how he
Never
feels.
let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that'll do.
It's probably gonna be bad. Oh, snappers! My first player of the game. While I'm recording, that's sick.
1, 2.
That is sick.
Check me out right here, yo.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but
I'm still in awe.
and we might as well shine together. Better now than never. Business before pleasure.
I did not expect that. Not at all.
Do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, we airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make it out of yourself.
8 points, 66, 12 rebounds, and 1 block.
You know that.
Oh. Yeah, look at me. I'm drunk. I'm so happy. I'm already wasted. Coach is gonna be super happy. Good, A. Alright, I failed all my goals, but hey, it's okay. Alright. Let's see, I outscored Gasol. No, I didn't. Let's see how. Let's see. Box score here. Kobe 4 rebounds. Jameson 8 rebounds. I out rebounded Howard. And Paul. Check that out. I am a beast. Well, guys, there you have it. You saw it happen. Thank you for watching.